friends, this is me Cleta Laurencio, and today's topic what I am going to deal about is the power of superior officer of the police. Now, the chapter is divided into two parts. Part A, Part B. Part A, what it deals with the superior powers of the police, and the Part B deals with initial stage of the criminal cases. Now, when we talk about section 36, the powers of a superior officer of police. So here, the police officer superior in rank to an officer in charge of a police station, and he may exercise the same power throughout the local area to which they are appointed, as may be exercised by such officer within the limit of his station. Now, B, it is a aid to the magistrate and the police. Now, here what it says is the powers of superiors of police. So, here the police officer superior in the rank of the officer in charge of a police station. So, officer there are there are divisions of their rankings. Okay, and in certain rankings there is certain initial powers which is given out to them. Now, in this case, P.B. Subramaniam and others on 4th March 2016. So here what it is, the power under section 36 on the plain reading thereof is to exercise the district police chief who by the virtue said section is empowered to appoint an officer above rank of an officer in charge of a police station to exercise same powers as may be exercised by an officer in charge of police station. Now here this is however to subject the condition that such superior officer will be competent to exercise the power within the territorial local limit of the jurisdiction. We do not see how section 36 CRPC in any way we can debar the exercise of powers or by the state police chief to appoint any superior officer who in his opinion will be competent to fit and investigate a particular case keeping in the view to circumstances thereof. Section 36 of CRPC does not fetter the jurisdiction of state police chief to pass such an order based on satisfaction. It is the satisfaction of a state police chief in a light of fact of a given case that will be determinative of the appointment to be made, in which situation the limit of the jurisdiction will not act as a fetter or come in the way of exercise of such jurisdiction by the superior officer to appoint. Such an appointment will not be hedged by limitation imposed in section 36 of CRPC. Section 18 of State Police Act on the other hand does not confer any such power and merely recognize the state police chief as the head of police force in the state. So here what happened, it talks about the powers under section 36. Okay, now here it is saying the district chief who by the virtue of the said section is empowered to appoint an officer. Okay, so here it is the authority of a district police chief to appoint an officer and above rank of officer in charge of a police station. Now here what happened is to exercise the same power as may be exercised by the officer in charge of a police station. Okay. Now here B, it is the aid of a magistrate and the police. Now section 37 in the Code of Criminal Procedure 1973. Now here what it is saying, section 37 is public when to assist the magistrate and the police. Now every person is bound to assist a magistrate or police officer reasonably demanding his aid. Now basically if the police officer is not taking into consideration the complaint, where we have to go to the magistrate. Okay, so where the magistrate will find out whether the complaint have to be taken into consideration or not. Now what it says, A, in taking or preventing the escape of any other person whom such magistrate or police officer is authorized to arrest. Now the person who is preventing the escape from any other person, okay, now a person who want to flee out of that crime, so it will be decided whether the police or by the magistrate whether that person will be completely going out of that crime. Now in prevention or suppression of a breach of a peace, so now here what happens is to prevent the breach of peace. Now if a person who is a criminal, he cannot be staying in the society, they have to prevent him from committing any crime. They have to safeguard the people. So before safeguarding, they have to take the prevention or suppression of the breach of peace. Now in prevention of any injury attempted to be committed to any railway, canal, telegraph or public property. Okay, so here there is a waste, so like it will railway, canal, telegraph or public property, so there should be no injury, there should be prevention of a particular injury. Now here the case is Chetan, son of, now this is a Bombay High Court case, Chetan, son of Chandrakant versus the state of Maharashtra and others on 3rd January 2022. So this is the bench decided by VK Jadhav, Shrikant Dantarai, Kulkarni. So now here, whenever a notification has been duly issued under section 37 of, or an order has been made under section 38 or 39, it shall be lawfully for any magistrate in a district or a police officer to require any person action or about to take any contrary thereof to desist or abstain from doing and in the case of a refusal or disobedience to arrest the person offend, such magistrate or police officer may also seize any object or thing used or about to be used in the contravention of such notification in order as aforesaid as the time seized. Now 8 Now section 38 in the code of a criminal procedure. Now here section 38 what it talks about, a to person other than police officer executing the warrant. Now when a warrant is directed to a person other than a police officer, any other person may aid in execution of such warrant if the person to whom the warrant is directed be near at the hand and acting in execution of a warrant. Now here, this is a case in the Bombay High Court. Angel Click others, proprietor Mr. versus State of Karnataka and others. Now this is a bench decided by S.B. Shukra, Avinash, G. Garote. Now sections bearing section 38 basically relate to warrant of arrest. Now section 30 is about assistance to be given in execution of warrant where the warrant is directed to a person other than a police officer. But the remaining section is mentioned in section 99, a form of warrant of arrest and its duration to whom the warrant of arrest shall ordinarily be directed. The authority of police officer directed to execute a warrant to delegate his duty to execute a warrant to any other police officer. Executability of the warrant of arrest at any place in India and in the manner in which the warrant of arrest wishes to be executed outside the local jurisdiction of the court issuing it be executed. Now here this is section 39 in the Code of Criminal Procedure. Now here it is talking about the information to certain offence which is relating to IPC. Now I'll just take here one case is Monik Shah Hazare and others versus State of Haryana and others on 16 March 9, 2022. So the complaint has no locus to file the present complaint under section 24 of 153 of 156 CRPC. Reference has been made to section 39 of CRPC to contend that the pursuit of the said section would show the respondent number 2 has no locus standi to file the present complaint under section 156(3) of CRPC. In as much as none of the officer offences as alleged in the FIR are the offence which has been detailed in section 39 of CRPC regarding which every person has a right to give information to nearest magistrate or the police officer for the commission of such offence. The only offence which has been alleged to have been committed which is included in above section 39 CRPC is 1409 of IPC, which is as per the learned senior counsel for the petitioner is not even remedy made out in the present. Now here talks about the section 40 in the Code of Criminal Procedure. Now here it is a duty of an officer employed in the connection with the affair of a village to make certain report. Okay, so here now certain officers who are in the certain reports of affairs in the village, so where they have to make a certain report. So like every officer employed in connection with affairs of the village, or we can say about the certain section which only talks about the village. Thank you. Please do like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.